I want to tell you something, bro.
What's up, D?
You literally are the reason why we are standing on this stage right here tonight.
Why last so long? I must have superpowers that rap 225,000 albums. Get it calculated to the man. I made 1,000 songs to make it move.
Well, our next guest safely brought millions together amid isolation during the height of the pandemic, really, since the very beginning, with his virtual music experience called Club Quarantine. Remember that? How about that for a throwback? Derek D. Nice Jones is also making history as the first DJ and hip-hop artist to headline and sell out the Kennedy Center Opera House.
I got to tell you, I'm fanning out already, Jeanette. This weekend, Club Quarantine will come offline again for a special weekend residency featuring comedians, legendary hip-hop artists, as well as gospel singers.
First, though, D. Nice is here to talk about his Kennedy Center residency and much more. Good morning to you. Good to meet you in person.
Man.
Good to meet you and great seeing you.
You know, it's interesting because for so many of us, we feel like we know you already because we would log on to Instagram while we were alone at the house or with family, kind of trapped inside, and you brought so much joy and life to that. Was that what you had imagined it would be?
Actually, I was trying to save myself. You know, like I was quarantined at home alone, and playing music was what I did for a living.
Yeah.
And that was taken away, obviously. We had to stay at home, and I just decided to get online to play music and see a couple of friends. And, you know, I'd never used IG Live before until I started Club Quarantine.
Wow.
So,
Because of you, a lot of folks were doing the electric slide and the two-step during the quarantine.
That and drinking too much.
Right? Well, yeah. I mean, it is
partying.
the club after all, Club Quarantine.
I'm curious, though, and we were talking offline, but you initially wanted to be an attorney.
Yes,
And
I
then
wanted
you
to go to law
transitioned
school.
into being one of the most famous DJs ever.
Well, you know, I wanted to go to law school, and I grew up in the inner city in the Bronx, and really didn't have that kind of support system to do that. And one of the things that was there for me was always my love of music. And some of my friends, one of my buddies introduced me to DJ Scott Levac, who started my group, and KRS lived in the shelter at the time, and that's how I got into the music industry through them. So yeah, following that path.
You've had such a remarkable journey. Now we're talking to Kennedy Center. You've been to other prestigious, venues really around the world. So what can we expect for the Kennedy Center?
Well, this weekend is different. It's my first time having an actual residency at, you know, one of the most prestigious venues in the world, the Kennedy Center Opera House. And we're doing it 3 parts, you know, our love of comedy, our love of music and you know, R&B and hip hop, and then also our love of gospel. So Friday night I have Michael Che, I have Sherry Shepherd, Chris Spencer, you know, and more, Flex Alexander. And Saturday night, I mean, it's just crazy. Saturday night we have Money Long, MC Light, Jadakiss, Kim, I'm a big Kim fan.
It's an incredible lineup,
and more, and then, you know, Sunday with the gospel, you know, Hezekiah Walker, and, you know, Anthony Brown, and we're just bringing them out.
Yeah.
You just named a plethora of artists, and I'm curious, do you pick up the telephone and give them a call and say, hey, I need you?
So for 90% of it, it's all based on the relationships I have, you know, and it's been great, you know, because we all want to do something good for each other. And they know that when I do these shows, that's what it's about. It's doing something good for people.
You know, speaking of doing good, I mean, you've been busy doing a lot of good and doing a lot of big things. I was looking through your Instagram, which is really fascinating to see all the things you've done and all the places you visited. But there was this quote that really caught my attention. When you allow yourself to outgrow what you once wanted, you find yourself in love with what you never even knew existed. We were talking about you coming from France and going somewhere else after this. Your life, I mean, more than you could have imagined, you said.
I never imagined this. You know, growing up, I didn't know what I was going to do, you know, to be honest with you. I know I wanted to be an attorney, but music was calling me. You know, I used to sit in the restroom, in our bathroom, and sit on the floor. That was the only place that I had to have some privacy, and would write songs. And but I never knew that it would take me this far to where, you know, I play all over the world in all different types of events, and it's been a beautiful journey. So that's why that quote resonated with me so much.
And you were in France because?
Oh, I have a cognac dropping. So
That's what we mean, y'all. I mean, he's always doing something now.
I have a cognac that actually just dropped this weekend.
Wow.
It's called Martingale Cognac, and you know, I'm trying to stay busy and do everything that I love. You know, that's the one thing. When my life is over, I don't want people to mourn me. I want them to just be happy and be like, man, this guy really lived life.
With that being said, I'm curious, the kid that's at home watching right now that's saying, you know what, I want to live the life D Nice lives. I want to become something. What would you say to that child or the teen that's watching?
It's like the easiest thing that I would say, be kind to people. You know, you never know who is that person or people, you know, multiple people that will help you along the way on this journey. And for me, I've always just been kind.
Yeah.
You know, so when Club Quarantine started, I mean, I didn't have a promo team. It was because I was kind to people and they wanted to see what was going on. So, you know, I was kind to Rihanna. I was kind to, you know, Drake. And you just be kind to people. Yeah. And I was kind to, you know, Chuck Bone, who told a bunch of people to go in there. You know, you don't even know who Chuck Bone is, you know, but it's like...
No Rihanna.
But just be kind to people in general, no matter what they do. And that will take you a long way.
Well, it has been really our pleasure to witness what has been an incredible journey in your life. And hopefully you get to witness in person what will be an incredible number of shows this weekend at the Kennedy Center. Folks can go to, for tickets?
Oh, yes, to kennedy-center.org.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
Make sure you follow him on Instagram if you haven't since the start of the pandemic.
It's a little small Instagram account.
Just, you know, 3.5, something like that, million followers. That's all. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
All right.